Welcome to the Explainer. Today, we're digging into something that could completely change how you browse the web. It's called Atlas, and it's from OpenAI. So, get this. Imagine you could just tell your browser what to do. Not just search for something, but give it a real task. Like, hey, order my groceries for the week. And then you just sit back and watch it literally take over your mouse and do it for you. I mean, that's the wild promise we're unpacking today. All right, so here's how we're going to break it down. First, we'll get a handle on what exactly Atlas is. Then we'll see this wild agent mode in action. After that, we'll take a look at what it's good at and, well, where it's not so good. And finally, we'll zoom out and talk about why this whole thing is such a big deal.
Okay, first things first, what even is Atlas? And more importantly, how is it any different from, the Chrome or Safari you're probably using right now?
So basically, Atlas sticks ChatGPT right inside your browser. Think of it like a split screen. You've got the website you're on, and right next to it, your AI assistant. It can do the stuff you might expect, summarize a page, answer questions, kind of like other tools out there like Perplexity. But, and this is the big but, its most exciting feature takes things to a whole other level. And that's where we get to the really mind-blowing part, the feature that has everyone buzzing. It's called agent mode. Yeah, see, this isn't just about looking stuff up anymore. We're talking about delegating actual tasks, real action. So here's the key thing to understand. You give the AI a goal, right? And then it figures out all the little steps. It physically moves your cursor on the screen just like a person would, clicking buttons, filling out forms, and navigating websites all by itself until the job is done. Okay, that all sounds cool in theory, but what can it actually do? Let's check out a few tests it was put through to see how it holds up in the real world. First mission, a pretty complicated, real-world task. The goal? Find a legit 7-day meal plan online, and then order every single ingredient needed to actually cook it. And get this, it found a meal plan in a Men's Health article, jumped over to Instacart, and just perfectly added everything to the cart. We're talking broccoli, brown eggs, the whole shebang. And the craziest part, the entire thing, from starting the research to having a full shopping cart ready to go, took only 9 minutes. But you know what's really impressive? It's how it handles distractions. At one point, Instacart hit it with one of those free trial pop-ups, right? The agent just knew to click no thank you and keep on trucking with its main mission. It's exactly what a focused person would do. All right, next up was more of a creative challenge. The mission was to use an AI video tool called HeyGen to make a short video about Atlas itself. Kind of meta, right? So the agent actually wrote a script, navigated the whole website, and picked out an avatar. Now, it did hit a little snag. It had trouble clicking a specific button to select a voice. But it didn't give up. It figured out a workaround and boom, successfully made the video. That's some serious problem solving right there. Okay, for the last test, they wanted to see its pure problem-solving skills, so they gave it a simple classic task. Go online and win a game of Minesweeper. Easy enough, right? Well, it found the most efficient solution you can possibly imagine. It didn't just play the game, it broke it. The thinking is, it probably just changed the game board size to 1 by 1, clicked that single square, and won instantly. I mean, talk about efficiency. Task completed, 0 effort. So look, while all those examples are seriously impressive, we gotta be real. The technology is not perfect. Not by a long shot. And this really paints a clear picture of where these AI agents are right now. On one hand, it's powerful enough to juggle complex tasks and remember what it did before. But on the other hand, man, it can be slow. It'll often stop and ask you for confirmation, and it can definitely get tripped up by weird website designs or just miss a piece of data. So let's zoom out for a second. What does this all mean for the bigger picture? How is this leading to a totally new way of using the internet? Look, this isn't just some other new feature. It's a huge signpost pointing to where this whole industry is going. Think about it. By making the browser an active partner instead of just a dumb window, OpenAI is putting some serious heat on the big guys like Google Chrome. We're heading toward a future where we're not the ones doing the tedious clicking and typing. We're the managers, and we delegate all those boring digital chores, data entry, shopping, research, to AI agents that actually learn how we like things done. And really, this is the main takeaway right here. That grocery task? 9 minutes. For a human, that would have taken way, way longer. This thing has the potential to save us a ton of time on all those complicated digital errands. So the general feeling is pretty clear. Yeah, it's still early, it's just a preview, but these AI agents are rapidly shifting from being just cool tech demos
to being genuinely useful tools that can do real work for you.
And that really leaves us with one final thought. As these tools get smarter and more reliable, it's not really a question of if we're going to use them, but how we're going to use them. So the real question for you is, what parts of your digital life are you ready to hand over first?